These are 10 jokers that I think should be added to Balatro, and the last one gets a little spicy, so you might want to stick around for that. For our first one on the list, we have Wishing Well. Wishing Well is an uncommon joker that grants your most used tarot card in all Arcana packs. Mirroring the ability of the Telescope voucher, this joker taps into one of the most satisfying elements of the game, building consistent runs based on a favorite synergetic strategy. By making Arcana packs always contain your most used tarot card, Wishing Well directly rewards commitment to a particular playstyle, whether it's narrowing your deck through the Hanged Man or farming money off of Temperance. This joker introduces a subtle layer of player-driven recursion and predictability into a game known for its randomness, essentially letting players wish for their ideal upgrades over and over. Overall, Wishing Well adds a powerful, but not overpowered element of control to tarot-heavy strategies, giving players a reason to lean even harder into their favorite cards and combos. For number 2 on the list, we have Anarchist. Anarchist gives each scored 2, 3, 4, or 5 1.5x mult, and in turn, phase cards are debuffed. This ability makes it a wonderfully chaotic and thematic rare joker that flips conventional poker hierarchy on its head. By granting a 1.5x mult bonus to each 2, 3, 4, or 5 in your hand while debuffing all phase cards, it encourages a totally different kind of deck building, one that prioritizes the typically low card value most players would trash or ignore. Suddenly, that 2 of diamonds is now a prized asset, and your once beloved king of hearts is now a liability. This joker invites players to embrace disorder and build around numbers that normally sit on the fringe, leading to creative, high reward strategies that break from the game's usual flow. This joker synergizes well with Hack and Canio. Since you're going to be destroying your kings and queens and playing low cards, it matches up very well. It enables an entirely new philosophy: win not by power, but by insurgency. And before we move on to the next joker, I just want to let you guys know, I'm going to be uploading more Balatro content and streaming Balatro as much as humanly possible. So if you guys can subscribe, that would be great. Back to the video. For the next joker on our list, we have Wild Joker. Wild Joker re-triggers all played cards of a certain suit, and the suit changes at the end of each round. This is a flavorful and tactically rich uncommon joker that adds a layer of dynamic strategy to every round. By re-triggering the played card on a specific suit, and rotating that suit at the end of each round, it encourages flexible deck building and adaptive gameplay. Unlike static synergy cards that lock you into one archetype, Wild Joker rewards you for playing reactively and diversifying your deck to take advantage of whichever suit is hot that round. Whether it's re-triggering a buffed heart, a glass club, or a high mult spade, this joker can turn a modest play into a game-changing combo. It walks the line between calculated risk and creative reward, perfect for players who love turning unpredictability into strategy. And for our next joker, we have Gourmand, which gives you an extra consumable slot. This joker fits right in with Juggler, which gives you an extra hand, and Drunkard, which gives you an extra discard. And besides, sometimes a man just needs an extra consumable slot because he discarded a purple seal card and didn't realize his inventory was already full. Our next joker is the Indecisive Joker, which copies a random joker every hand, and if you sell it, it duplicates the last joker it was. This gives players a tantalizing choice every round. Do you risk holding it for another hand in hopes of hitting a legendary synergy, or sell now to lock in a powerful duplicate? It introduces a fun watch and wait tension to the game. The Indecisive Joker embodies risk, reward, and adaptability, core pillars of Balatro's design philosophy, and offers players a wild card that can shift a good run into a legendary run. We're officially halfway through the jokers. Let me know in the comments if there's any jokers that you'd want to see added to the game. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. Our next joker is Jack of all trades, which gains 5x mult when 5 hands are played consecutively with a jack included. This joker rewards consistency and subtle deck control. It encourages players to build around an often overlooked card rank while creating a mini challenge within each round. It synergies with flush and straight flush oriented builds, types of hands where face cards naturally appear but can be finicky. Committing to the Jack of all trades joker adds an extra layer of skill expression. You're not just building toward a hand, you're maintaining a fragile pattern for a future explosion of score. It's a joker for patient planners who want to be rewarded for not for brute force, but for clever, disciplined play. For our next joker, we have Eulenspiegal, which when sold, resets everything except for jokers, vouchers, and consumables, essentially putting you back to ante 1 with your current inventory. That means you keep your deck's core power, your engine, tools, and upgrades, but lose all of your cash, deck thinning, and chip scaling. Named after the mischievous trickster of folklore, This Joker embodies chaos, reinvention, and second chances. In essence, you get to start over with all the knowledge and gear you built, but none of the comfort. Selling it can single-handedly save doom runs, allowing players to escape a possible boss blind or rebuild after misplays or low scaling momentum. It's also a high stakes decision. Resetting to ante 1 when you're deep into a high ante means sacrificing short-term progress for long-term potential. That trade-off turns Ultimo. That trade-off turns this Joker into the ultimate break glass in case of emergency card. And for our next Joker, we have RNA, where if the last hand of the round is only one card, it creates a polychrome copy and adds it to your deck. This Joker encourages a completely different approach to handcrafting. All of a sudden, running surgically precise hands becomes not just viable, but rewarding. It flips the usual incentive structure where instead of playing the strongest 5-card combo, you're aiming to end the round with a single, heavily upgraded powerhouse that can replicate itself. Over time, your deck can evolve into a deadly self-replicating machine built around one incredibly strong card, especially if you're running a small deck and buffing that card with Tarot or Spectral cards. But I also had my own version. What if it duplicated every card in your deck? That'd be cool, right guys? No? It's okay, at least we got our thumbnail. Anyways, moving on. For our penultimate Joker, we have Ultimo, which is a legendary Joker that retriggers all other Jokers. This is an endgame defining card that does exactly what its name implies. It turns every round into your ultimate round. Ultimo transforms your entire Joker lineup from once per hand effect into a stacked combo engine that fires twice. The implications are enormous. Doubling scoring multipliers, duplications, on-play effects, or even passive money generation. If your Jokers were the engine of your run, Ultimo is the nuclear fusion core dropped right in the middle. What makes Ultimo so compelling is that it doesn't just benefit from synergy, it creates it. The compounding effect of having every Joker fire again is so potent that even otherwise okay Jokers become major scoring components under Ultimate's influence. And also, it makes 8-Ball just a little bit better. Can we just take a second to hate on 8-Ball? Why do you even exist? Anyways, get that shit out of here. Finally, the last Joker is here. The moment you guys have all been waiting for. The controversial final Joker that I think should be added to Balatro is the Jerker, which gains 0.25 mult every time you finish in one hand. Now I'll leave it up to you guys for what the interpretation behind this Joker is. But in all honesty, this card is for players who know how to handle their deck with confidence and a steady hand, rewarding quick bursts of precision and a strong grip on strategy. It's not about playing long, it's about finishing fast. And if you can keep stroking out one hand wins, the Jerker just keeps getting stronger with every satisfying climax. What's brilliant about the Jerker is how it builds momentum the more you work it. One hand clears feel good on their own, but when you're using the Jerker, they start to add up. Over time, you'll find yourself itching for that next single hand finish. Not just for the dopamine, but for the sweet, growing multiplier. I can't even read this, but it synergizes best with explosive builds that blow their load early. Think Photograph or Hanging Chad. You'll be busting blinds before they even know what hit them. And those are 10 Jokers that I think should be added to Balatro. And shout out to everyone on the Balatro Reddit who made these. I linked each one of them in the description. Definitely go check them out and show them some love, they're very talented. Let me know any other Joker ideas you guys have and stay tuned for future videos. I'm going to drop some longer form videos soon, so stay tuned for that.